Percival's my best friend.
Percival's back.
He's our spirit tiger.
Mm-hmm.
He sends us to Nirvana sometimes. We just kind of chill there.
Okay.
Like dance around.
Yeah.
We come back to our bodies, and it's just like this flow of energy.
It's just good for the body.
It's
just
just tiger. Soul. Yeah, it's just tiger love.
They're here. They're watching over us today. They're like, last episode was wild, so we're here to protect you, girls.
Yeah, I definitely the emotional tigers or therapy tigers because the therapy tigers.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm like I said. I'm just at this point. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
I literally can see someone's gonna come out in a Mickey Mouse costume and
start someone,
humping a tiger and then stab someone.
Yeah.
Anything at this point.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to throw grenades.
I want him to. He has to by the end. I hope that's why he's in jail
because he was in a helicopter throwing grenades down. Okay.
His husband's like, I mean, it was a crazy idea.
Anybody wanted to do it.
He's wild.
So,
I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
We're excited.
We are.
Oh, yeah. We're going to figure out her. Carol's past about that husband.
Oh, the one that she killed?
Allegedly. And it's probably not even alleged. It's because it never went to. Well, who knows? Maybe it did go to court.
We don't know much about this show. We were talking about that. My expectations were in such a different place. I mean, it's good. This isn't bad. This is wonderful. But it's just I figured it was going to be this way. This was the narrative, and it's been such a different thing each time. So it's cool. It's great.
It is.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. But yeah, we're gonna jump in. We do have full timer reactions for this. So if you guys want to watch this from the beginning to the end with us,
shebang.
You can do that on our Patreon. We have the links in the description. And we have a bunch of other shows where we are reacting to as well. All right. Are we ready for this?
The secret. All right, here we go, y'all.
All the circumstantial evidence, somebody did something to
overweight Bill Murray. That looked like Bill Murray. An overweight one, yeah.
That I saw it on. He told me that he was done, that he was divorcing
Florida hair.
I actually had to throw a potato across the kitchen and into the dining room at him in order to get out the door.
A potato.
And he asked me if I would get in the car, and I told him no.
That's creepy.
He pulls around again. I think it was on the third time he pulled around, and he had a gun sitting on the front seat of his car.
So were you kidnapped?
And he said, "You can hold this gun on me. I just need somebody to talk to." Picked up the gun.
And she said, "Hell yeah. You're talking my language now, buddy."
See, you know what? Not surprised because it's Florida.
She's an angel sent straight from hell, and one day you'll find out.
That's usually what happens. Called karma, bitch. I hate when stuff like that happens. It's I hate that. It's such a trigger for me, cheating like that.
Yeah.
Good evening, world. Welcome to Saga 6 of the Carol story. Okay, well, tonight, we just happened to have gotten in the mail today Carol's diary.
He
said he wanted to be loved for the man he was inside.
He is so petty.
I don't like that.
He is so petty.
Don't read people's... That's private, man.
Yeah, that's...
Girl, we might need a big tiger farm or something. Because,
I thought we were against...
I know, but, I keep seeing them.
We said he had a green thumb for money because anything he touched practically he made money on.
He liked to hide his stuff. He would hide money, bury money, hide gold bars, bury the gold bars. Douglas didn't want people knowing what he had.
They were made for each other.
Yeah.
That hair, I'm sorry. I'm so triggered. Because that's literally my mom's side of the family's hair.
It's just
the higher to heaven.
When I was 17,
oh Lord Jesus.
He was Jamie's father, and he was extremely abusive. But the idea of leaving and having to raise a child on my own was terrifying.
Of course.
It is.
But you can do it.
Everyone can do it. Oh,
We started in 1992 with the purchase of a bobcat who was going to be killed by taxidermists at an auction. The following year, we bought 56 bobcats and lynx from a fur farm. The next year, 28 bobcats and lynx. The following year, 22 more bobcats and lynx.
Oh my god!
And by the time we did that, there were no more fur farms in the U.S. that were killing bobcats and lynx.
Oh, this guy's cool.
Yep.
I'd get on to that.
I believe that I sold Don and Carol Lewis our very first tiger in 1995.
I like his like beard and mustache.
I want to hang out with him.
Their private plane up to
Absolutely.
Shelbyville, tiger.
This guy is a character.
I love him.
He's I want to know like his story.
Girl,
like, I feel like he has a lot to say.
Like when my family moves there, let's just go down, we'll go find him, be like, hey, let's buy you a beer.
Okay, now we're gonna jump around because I'm sure you don't want to hear about
Let me show you
all
some
the cats they bought,
and the way he's
all the
sitting.
kittens
I want to have
and how many
and
died
wherever
because they didn't have
in a
any
gift
clue
shop.
what the hell they were doing.
He's in the
He's
gift
in his
shop.
gift shop.
This is so
He
funny.
can show what he's got.
I had a girlfriend in Costa Rica.
Well, this guy. Well, what do you expect?
I think one of their main problems was she couldn't be the only one in his life.
Duh. That wasn't a surprise.
I
You
think
knew
she
it.
thought she would be the one to change him.
Oh, Lord
She thought she was
Jesus.
pretty enough, young enough that
Lord.
she would be all he needed.
No,
Nope.
that's not how that works.
He did have a roaming eye. There's names, sexaholic.
Yeah, you can't.
If my dad
can't
had
be with people like
anything,
that.
that would have been it.
They never change.
No.
It's very hard to change.
So Carol was probably the best thing in her life because like that made him go away pretty much. And she was
Yeah.
able to have like a healthier life without him.
She would have been left with really nothing.
She deserves something.
She would have lost
This
the
bit,
cats.
like piece of
she would have
shit,
lost
like
everything
cheated on her and
down
everybody.
to
So
the house
fuck
and the
him.
car.
Good, you know what? Good thing. Never mind. I was gonna say good thing he's dead, but that shouldn't say that.
Yeah. But it's okay.
I'm not gonna. I'll take it back.
It's just kind of a karma situation for him.
Yeah.
He said, here, you need to take this home. You need to keep it. If anything happens to me, give it to the police.
What?
He'd given me a copy of the restraining order that he had filed for.
What? But were they married?
Yeah.
Domestic violence.
He said to be sure and get the Costa Rica truck ready because he was leaving early in the morning for Miami. And that was the last thing that he said to me. The last thing he said to me was that he needed me to have Kenny get a truck ready because he was going early.
You know how many Nazis were in South America? Not that he's a Nazi. I'm just saying, like, you hide.
Yeah.
Kenny, if I can pull this off, it will be the slickest thing I ever did in my life.
So.
And I know that there was more to follow. Like he didn't finish what he was saying. And he left with a phone call and he left
Making
out.
it staged out like she's crazy and trying to kill him.
That was the last thing that Don Lewis ever said to me. Was if
Oh,
I can pull this off,
bitch is
it will be
alive.
the slickest thing I ever did in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see more of the tapes. Let me see what's happening here.
She says, do you think I should call the police? And I said, do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
This is tough because this would be a really good like framing
Girl, we know we watch a lot of these types of shows.
If you was truly wanting to disappear and nobody know where you was at, would you leave your van where you got in a plane to take off? You wouldn't want nobody to know you was in the plane because that's now a clue.
We're just
I've watched Dexter.
Yeah, that's right.
NCIS.
People come up with the craziest things. They think about everything sometimes.
Yeah, look at the fingerprints.
Well, she could have been touching the.
That's true, damn it.
They came and spoke with me because they found my fingerprints inside
You did
of his
it. No,
van.
I'm just kidding.
It was a butler. There was the Napa guy.
But he tried to talk me into going to Costa Rica. He said, come on and go to Costa Rica with me.
He's in
Why
Costa
did he want to go to
Rica.
Costa Rica so badly?
He's probably not.
He liked it.
He's
there.
probably in Honduras.
Yeah.
He said he was going to
somewhere.
Costa Rica,
Yeah.
and then he dipped and went.
There's so many places he could be right now.
No.
But Don did fly a lot of airplanes. He owned, I don't know how many airplanes he owned.
Well, then he's on an island.
He probably had a
But
plane
all of
in
his
Costa Rica,
planes were
took that
small.
plane to another,
And you could not
Belize.
fly those
He's in
things
Belize.
that far.
Well, he put 10 planes on the way, man.
You'd have to make 4 fuel stops. It's just not in the cards.
Man,
I
shut
don't
up.
believe that.
He probably did not go to. He probably went to
Costa Rica.
like the Bahamas.
He was flying illegally, so no, he wasn't reporting.
There you go.
He would go down over the Gulf of Mexico, down underneath the level where radar
He's probably
picks you
nearby.
up.
He's probably in Texas.
Girl, he's probably in Florida still.
According to diary entries allegedly written by Carol, she was feeling boxed in by Don's notorious cheating.
Why does everyone have her journal?
I wish there was some way out for me. Somebody, sometime, someplace, somewhere, somehow wanted to be rid of Don Lewis.
Well, he probably had a lot of enemies.
Let me just say this. He had a lot of women. I'm sure there was a lot of women.
And a lot of husbands.
Yes.
Of the women or boyfriends of the women. Like, I mean,
this is very simple.
He's not a saint.
It's not that hard to believe that he had many enemies.
Yeah.
Even the cats probably didn't like him.
They're like, I got that bitch.
I'm just sorry. It's not that case closed. Last time I was saying, like, yeah, she did it. But now I'm like,
there's a lot of possibilities.
There's a lot of possibilities.
So it's like to say that she did do it is kind of, oh my God, no. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie, I love him so much. I can't deal.
For the best thing he's done, it's worth just bringing up. So the music video here, Kitty Kitty, about Carol killing her husband.
This is the
and a look-alike Carol walking along with him while he's singing.
Well, I'm sure Joe loved this because he hated her, so he jumped on this.
His own kids demanded that they DNA test the meat grinder. Sheriff's office wouldn't do it.
We had a meat grinder. If you've ever seen a Butcher Boy meat grinder, it's about that big around.
Like, that's a hard job for her to hack up him and
you got to be out of your freaking mind to even grind.
But there would be blood. She's not Dexter.
I know,
yeah.
Exactly.
So it's just like there would be evidence.
Blood splatter.
Hey, Carol, it's a voice from your past. Get me the fuck out from under this septic tank.
It was in the ground.
Man.
There's a lot of people out there that is speculating and don't have anything to back it up. One day, somebody's going to stub their toe. There is a God.
The face.
Her name is Karma. She has a sick sense of humor.
And he got his. Karma slapped him in the face.
Unless he's living his life. Wife-free, money in Costa Rica.
Don trusted Ann with every penny he had. He would have been lost without her.
I cooperated in every form of the fashion that they wanted me to cooperate.
Who were the other suspects?
I think it was me and Carol.
But there's so many other people we could be checking out here. Like anyone that he had a sidekick with, like any girl.
After the kids came back and they said that the mother didn't get a fair settlement and they tried to take him back to court and get more money out of him, that's when he disowned them. And so he said to nullify their trust, but I didn't because I felt like those are his kids and someday he's going to feel differently. So I left it in place.
So he wanted to, come on, shut the.
He's not a good man. Like he's doing very questionable things.
You've got to look at it in the eyes of the law. I mean, I can sit here on this interview and tell you I killed 37 people a week. Well, that's okay.
Don't say that.
But you got to have the bodies. It doesn't count.
Oh, you got me.
Okay.
His wife says the worst part is not knowing. No closure and no redemption.
It doesn't count if there's no bodies. Fuck! Is anyone checking on this man? Maybe he's the one who killed John. Maybe. Because, like, that is a very, like, that's a little concerning.
This man absolutely kills 37 people a week, 100%.
But it's okay. It doesn't count because he melts them all.
Girl.
And what about the money in the end?
We definitely did not end up with,
nice.
if I had to say it, probably 10%.
Let me see your papers.
Didn't he want to cut out more? Didn't he not want to
give them anything?
So, like, your dad's just he's just terrible.
Where did the rest go?
Carol.
I don't know. The way that she just answered and then the daughter's like, I understand why the wife is pissed at Carol.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I understand why the kids don't like her. That all makes sense, but the guy's the fuckhead, okay? I'm sorry, everyone.
From doing things in a certain way.
I'm losing my mind.
those who do things in a certain way.
I just want to be this. I want to be.
I like what she's got going. I would, girl,
get rich.
Just the look. She just rides that damn bike every single day.
Good for her.
Well, you know what?
He not rides his bike every day. You're knocking on it.
I don't know why I said that as if it was a thing, but I don't know.
We met on November 1st in 2002. On November 1st of 2004, we got married.
Just dress up for
Yeah,
me.
silly.
Not that, but
Number one goal in life is going to be to make this woman happy.
Oh. Well, all right. I mean,
well, hold on.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not about the tiger print. I'm more about anyway. But okay.
Inside Edition came to talk to us, and Hard Copy, I believe, wanted to. That's when we got the thing from Carol to stop. I have the money, you do not, and if you continue talking, I will take everything away from you and your family.
Okay.
I mean,
let's word it the right way. It's just
because you're afraid of Carol Baskin.
Oh yes, I am. I am.
Well, when you edit it this way, it's all.
Taking Carol on because everyone else is scared too.
Joe.
Good for you, homie.
She has a lot of answering to do.
All right, Jesus. You are not.
He's not. What's his name? The dog. He's not. What's his face?
Bounty
hunter.
Dog. The bounty hunter. Is this over?
It's over.
Jeez.
Well, okay. All right.
My
Here
God.
we go.
Well, this got me heated a
bit.
bit.
You know what? I have a lot to say. First and foremost, before we start this conversation, because I know it's already been happening, regardless of what you feel for whoever in this show, do not send death threats to them, because that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, then you're no better than what you think that she's doing if you're sending death threats. And I know that she's been getting some. I'm sure Joe has as well.
Well, he's in jail.
Well,
but he shouldn't be getting.
Nonetheless, I watch a lot of podcasts where it's just it's a lot of gossip stuff. It's don't send death threats. And I'm just going to say that. Don't send death threats. Don't be that person. Don't be that Carol. Okay?
That is messed up.
It's messed up. Don't do it. We're triggered, but we're not going to go. First of all,
absolutely, I am going, and I'm going to send everyone I saw in this a letter because I have a lot to say. I'm not. That's
especially that wife.
I have a lot to say.
Fix your hair.
You just talk about. You tell everyone it's just about their hair.
Guys, that is such a triggering thing for me. I'm sorry. My mom is born in 1954. She's from Gainesville, Florida, where the swamps and the gators are looking you in the eyes and you got them bugs on you. And you're like, well, shit. No. In Florida, they say shoot 5 same matches.
Okay.
Yes.
Well.
I don't know what that means. It's all the cusses together.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sorry if I'm bashing on you from
triggered
Florida.
because of
I am very triggered because literally that was every summer I had to go to Florida.
Oh.
And this is triggering.
You're like, we're back.
Grandma! There's a bug, Grandma!
Oh, man. Well, last episode, I was like, Carol did it. But when I watched this one, I really don't know.
I don't know.
And I just realized I don't have my light.
We're in a mood. We're struggling.
We have a lot.
We have a lot on our plate right now. Sorry.
But I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say this. I have no evidence.
Yeah.
It sounds like no one does.
No one does.
Sorry, we're on the same boat as the police too. So
yeah.
But he was shady from day one.
Yep.
As a 17-year-old, okay?
Yep.
Shady, number one. Usually people like that who are have roaming eyes and cheat
narcissists
and usually are a narcissist. I'm just saying, and so I'm not gonna say sorry. You probably are, and there's a lot of paranoia because he gets
a lot of paranoia.
Because he puts himself in what's the word?
Situations.
Precarious.
Yeah, precarious situations.
He's he's probably dating women with husbands. Like he dated Carol. She had a husband.
Yeah. Maybe it was him.
Maybe. It's just like he's putting himself in situations that are not the smartest.
Yeah.
There are probably a lot of women who hate this guy. Mm-hmm. He hides his money. He hides his gold.
Buries it.
And like he has a lot to hide. He has a lot to fear for. Like for some reason it sounds like this isn't something that happened after he met Carol. It was something that he's always had.
Yeah.
So it's something I don't see it as a surprise for him to write down for my disappearance because maybe he didn't think Carol was after him. Maybe the cartel, maybe because he was in, I don't know if Costa Rica has drugs. But I'm just saying in that area.
Yeah.
Also, he's in this cat business, right? So he wants to, I don't know. It seems like that could, clearly the cat business is just as bad as the drug business.
Yeah.
Like the people are nuts.
I don't know what this drug situation, but you know what? We've seen enough Dexter, enough The Sinner, enough Law and Order, SVU, people are very talented at creating things. Mm-hmm. Not always, but when you have the right resources and the right paranoia, it's doable. And this man has so much money. Yeah. He could have easily, I don't know the business of buying planes, but I feel like you could buy a plane
in a few spots
that are unregistered if you have the money, if you have the money, if you know the right people in whatever shady club, and this seems like all these Tiger people know all the shadiest
Did he know that one dude who was like in the drug cartel? That I forgot.
I don't know.
Name.
Oh,
what if he
Star
knew,
something.
What if he
Tony
knew
Star.
Him?
No.
Anthony. What if he knew him?
Right.
He lives in Florida. Florida is known for like
shady
having
business.
like a lot of
It's shady. No, I'm dead serious. It's shady business.
It is. I'm just
all
saying,
up in there.
It is. There's a lot of cocaine and there's a lot of
something.
cartels.
So there's just so many. Now for the whole disappearance thing, is that something? That's where I got a little hazy. Is that something that she changed in the will, or is
that's
that
what they're saying?
Okay,
they're saying, why would? Well, we don't know. He could have had that in his will, but they're unless we missed it, and
I might have,
and that wasn't there before.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. They were saying.
If that's the case, then yes, that is weird.
That is weird, but at the same time, I know we are justifying her, but I just feel like she needs another voice because this is not as cut and dry as everyone wants to make it out to be. No. But it's just like if they were already arguing about the business because she wanted to take it in the big rescue and he wanted to keep doing the breeding thing. Yeah. That's a big obviously we have different, visions for this place and that's going to whatever. Yeah. So if she already knows that he is going to try and up and leave with cats or find new cats down there and she knows he actually is just leaving. Why would you say just disappearance? Because he left. Yeah. If they were already strained that much and there's just so much.
There's a lot, and we'll never know. We just watched only 40 minutes of a whole
and this
lifetime.
Like a 20+ year case.
This is not, and it is frustrating when people sit back and they're like, this is what happened. For me, I just don't like how the wife is acting. I don't like how the daughters are acting.
They just hate Carol.
They do. And again, we said we acknowledge that, and I would be in their shoes. I would. But I don't know why they hate her so much. Hate him. He's the son of a bitch who left you guys. Yeah. He abandoned them. Then he disowned them.
Disowned them. Tried to take them out of the will. And Carol was, again, we don't know. This is all alleged. But we don't know if she gave them money still. There was still something for them. But I understand why she's just like, no, I'm taking this whole business because this is, her vision and she worked really hard on it. So I understand that. And with him already being like, no, I don't like my family. They don't get anything. Yeah. I understand why she at least gave him something versus more because he already disowned them.
I just don't get it. I am not in that. I'm so removed from that type of obsession with with your like if your family does something like that to you, I'm not that type of person who just continues to go after them.
Yeah, no.
Like a puppy. I'm not so I can't even sympathize or empathize on I can only empathize with the pain of being left
cheated on
and being cheated and being like all of that's disgusting and horrible. But again, Carol does have a responsibility with that.
But right, but she's married to him.
Well, she's responsible for that for the cheating. It's a 2-party thing, but it seems like they're more mad at her
than him
when he's the one who had the responsibilities of he created them. He said, I'm gonna marry you. He sorry.
No. Eric, cut this out. No, cut this out. But you know, actually no, you can keep it in. They're probably gonna hate me anyway. But this is the narrative for a lot of men. No offense, men. Sorry, love you. But as silly as it sounds, think about Khloe Kardashian and what's his face that they have their kid with, the basketball player from Cleveland. Yeah. When he cheated on her with Jordan, whoever, they blamed Khloe, saying, well, why are you with him in the first place? You know he's a cheater. So it's always like the narrative of let's blame the woman versus the man for the actual actions. Well, the woman was stupid enough to stay with him, but they don't blame the man for cheating in the first place. Or it's not as harsh as for the woman.
I do understand what you're saying.
So I understand, well, it's not okay, but like the mom and the daughters, like them going after Carol more because they probably are blind to what not it's blind, crazy. But this is like they just let him. This is what you do.
Like I'd get it if they had a good relationship with him.
Yeah, but
and I mean it didn't show that, so maybe he did. Maybe he did have a good relationship with them. But what it sounds like is that he didn't.
And leaving, abandoning.
Yeah,
and disowning them when they ask for money.
Yeah, it's
sketchy.
It is, and like. I don't know.
Come here, Percival.
I mean, this one's tough because if she did threaten to kill him, it's never okay.
Yeah,
it's never okay. But I know a lot of Latina friends of mine who are from New York. And they get mad and they get feisty and they talk about killing their significant others.
And they mean it.
And let me just say, if you are a New Yorker and you have a Latina girlfriend or wife, and they might kill you actually, depending. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that I'm just saying it's like it. People say things when they're angry.
Yeah, they do.
And so for him, this is my thing. If he actually was getting abused and she was a psychopath and she was like going to kill him, we need to hear that side and like protect this dude. But if he's a man who is a gaslighter and a victim blamer and he's trying to make it seem like she's crazy, build up a case against her.
Go to file that restraining order.
If he's trying to build a case against her, make her crazy or seem like she's crazy, make all this, tell all the friends. Like, it's very simple to do that.
Yeah.
And this happens so many times. It happens a lot. Every day. Right now it's happening.
Right now.
Like
in your neighborhood.
Now. Sorry. So it's really hard for me it's not that it's abuse on a man, because I know there's always that argument. Some guy in the comments are going to say, oh, they don't care about men. That's not true.
That's not true.
Like, absolutely, men get abused. Men and it needs to be taken as seriously as a woman. There has to be equality there. But with given the shadiness of this specific man,
yes, a specific man who's a narcissist.
I just don't know if we can listen to every single thing he says, because it sounds like this guy lies. It sounds like he is a manipulator.
Paranoid.
He went around a block 3 times asking her to get in the car, and on the final turnaround he said, look, I just need someone to talk to. Please hold the gun to my head. Carol is crazy as well.
He's also crazy
for coming in that car.
Yeah,
they're both crazy on that part. I'm
perfect
just saying
for each other. Help me. And the last thing I will say is, if Carol allegedly killed him,
yes,
which I'm still finding this one hard to believe. I find it really, really hard, unless she had accomplices, to move his body to wherever it needed to be moved to.
There's no way she could do that on her
no
own.
blood, no struggle, nothing. I find that really, really hard.
No, yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. There's no way she could do that. And even if she chopped him into pieces, there was no blood somewhere.
She is not dexter. I said that before, but I'm going to say it again. She's not.
Like, that's not... So...
Maybe she is. Isn't he from Florida? He's from Miami, wasn't he?
Oh, you're
right.
Shit.
Maybe I take it back. They're all... Everyone in Florida knows how to clean up. What did that man say? It ain't...
Can we talk about that man?
It ain't a crime.
Can we...
If there ain't no body.
Can we put a little tail on him? Can the police watch him, please? Because I'm scared for the people of Florida. Like, I don't know. Like, people in that neighborhood, if 37 people are gone a week, are in the vicinity, I think that's your buddy. That's your man. Go check on that guy.
Wait, what did he say? Well,
we need to... Can you cut that back in, Eric? Please, just that little clip of him giggling.
Because that is concerning.
That's very concerning.
That out of this whole thing we watched, that was the most disturbing thing out of all of it.
It was.
Okay.
And I'll just say Joe is petty, and I love him.
I love it.
So
I do love it.
I don't know.
You're always in for a good time when you watch him. Yeah. I'll give him that. He's
this man had the journal. Had his glasses on.
His like Chardonnay in like but it wasn't in like a fancy glass. You know, it's in like something. It's like a cat cup.
Yeah.
A tiger cup. He's got a bonfire because he's not rich enough for a log fire. He's got a bonfire.
Oh my god, a garbage fire or something. Like a garbage can fire. Oh my god,
it's like shaped as a tiger. It's like a Wicker Man.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going on. This is stupid.
This is like we've lost our minds by this point. I'm like,
this is tiger. Give me strength, Percival. Okay, well,
this is great.
We've been We've been talking because this is good. This is a good one.
We've had some good conversations after these episodes, like the second one and this one.
This one, this is like case closed.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Like I always wanted to be a detective or like a little Charlie's
Forensic
Angel.
Science. I wanted to. What was it? Not CSI. I wanted to do that so bad.
Freeze. I wanted to do that. Kick down doors.
We could have been like. We should do a parody, and you'll be like the badass cop, and I'll be like your nerdy science friend. Yeah. Like, be like, well, the DNA says. And you can just kick down. Free. Guys, we're losing our mind. We're going to go. Say goodbye, kitties.
All right.
Bye.
Now we're Carol Baskin. Oh my God. We're turning into them. I am Joe. You're Carol.
Say goodbye, honey.
Say goodbye, kitties. We're gonna have a bonfire, and we're gonna. Yeah,
peace.
We're gonna go and see my two husbands. All right.
Bye.
Can't forget about your face now. Your style and your grace now. There's clearly no debate now. You're all in second base now.